David and Victoria Beckham are parents to 4 children, and they consider it the greatest achievement of their lives. Just a few months before tying the knots, David and Victoria became parents for the first time when they welcomed their son Brooklyn. A few years later, they expanded their family with the addition of Romeo Ford, my little brother Cruz. Shortly after, then in 2011, they welcomed their daughter Harper. In a Mother's Day letter or Time, Victoria said that watching her kids come into their own has brought her boundless elation. They are a wonder, and they are a wonder to me every day. From playing sport to lounging on the sofa, each of my children fill every second with laughter, music, and discussion, she wrote in 2015. They are kind-hearted and well-mannered and have incredible inquiring minds, and I feel incredibly blessed to be surrounded by these phenomenal human beings. In October 2023, the entire Beckham blood attended the London premiere of the Dad's Netflix documentary series Beckham. What can I say another than how proud I am of you at David Beckham? Such an amazing premiere. Love my family so much, Romeo wrote on Instagram. Here is everything to know about David and Victoria Beckham's children. Brooklyn Joseph Beckham. David and Victoria welcomed their first child, Brooklyn Joseph Beckham, on March 4, 1999, at Portland Hospital in London. The name was a favorite of the couple's and made perfect sense. As Victoria explained, she was in New York City when she discovered she was pregnant. Brooklyn's parents later named Elton John as his godfather. Brooklyn spent much of his childhood in rural Oxfordshire. Although his father's soccer career star also took the family to Madrid and Los Angeles. Growing up, he attended both the Curtis School as well as Willie Walsh Community School as a junior high schooler. His parents attempted to keep him out of the spotlight as much as possible and encouraged him to do normal things along his non-famous peers. In fact, Brooklyn even had a job at local cafe in order to earn pocket money. As a teenager, Brooklyn considered following his dad's footsteps and joined the Arsenal FC academy, although he had played soccer almost his entire life, to the point he decided it wasn't the career path he wanted to pursue and was eventually dropped by the youth team before he turned 16 years old. Instead of soccer, Brooklyn dabbed in modeling, making his debut on the cover of Man About Town magazine. He went on to appear on the cover of Vogue China and Miss Vogue, as well as British Vogue, with his mother and sibling. Also appeared in publications like Interview and Dazzled Korea, and even branded campaigns with brand including Superdry and Huawei. While modeling, Brooklyn also fell in love with photography. He studied the subject in school and after started away, knowing it was something he was interested in. He was given the opportunity to hone his skills in the real world. He regularly shot photos backstage at his mom's fashion show and landed a gig shoot, an ad campaign for Blueberry Bright fragrance. Brooklyn even scored an internship with famed British fashion photographer David Sims. When he was just 18, Brooklyn released his first photography book, What I See, which shared a series of snapshots from his life, with each chapter telling a different story. Although his photos, Brooklyn's love of photography led him to Parsons School of Design in New York, although he only stayed at the college for a year. As a young adult, Brooklyn has made headlines for his high-profile romance, like on his hand-off relationship with Nicole Grace Moretz, before ultimately finding lost love with his now wife Nicola Peters after they began dating in October 2019. They went public with their romance just following January. Just 6 months later, they were engaged and eventually tied the knot in an extravagant ceremony in April 2022. In October of the year, Victoria reflected on her son's wedding day. It was a beautiful wedding, she said. As a mother, to see my son so happy means so much. What more can you ask for? The designer added that raising older children is all about cherishing every moment. Nowadays, Brooklyn primary focus is in cooking. Early in the pandemic, he started making meals every day to pass the time, and he hasn't stopped since then. Nicola encouraged him to share his cooking adventure online and eventually began filming his and social media posts in the kitchen. He soon turned into his own Facebook watch show, Cooking with Brooklyn. While he said he enjoyed his photography and modeling career, cooking has become his true passion, and he hopes to one day have a few of his own TV show and open a pub in Los Angeles. I really enjoy photography for a couple of years. I love taking pictures of my life. I still have all my film cameras, but now it's just more of a fun thing to do. They were kind of all hobbies. I was still trying to find what one thing I would really die for, and I found that with cooking, Brooklyn shared with Alec.